Hola amigos, hola amigas, Dorian here from Hooverlux. Welcome, bienvenido, croeso, salam alaikum. Welcome to the channel. Well, I have had a very productive day today and I've been doing lots of organising, moving, dusting, tidying, organising, rearranging and basically just having a good old rummage around. I was kind of spurred on by Sam when he moved some of the stuff around and he was like, do you know what? This weekend I really need to get my skates on and get the little jobs done that I've needed to do for quite a while. So I've just finished, got everything back set up in the studio, and what I'm going to do now is, first of all, I'm going to tidy up this mess of bits that I've been doing for everything. So I'm going to get all this tidied up first and then I'm going to come back to you. That's better. Everything is now tidied up and organised. These are some of the things I need to go through, and these are all part of today's video as well. But first of all, I want to take you on a tour because I had a request from somebody, a subscriber, that messaged me saying it would be great to have a tour. And I was like, okay, fine. Now I've had a good old tidy up and an organise. I'm able to take you on a bit more of a tour so I can show you what I've been doing and what's coming up, and first hand of what I am going to be showing in forthcoming videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you off the camera now and we'll go in handheld mode, and I'll take you around the studio and upstairs to the Hoover room as well, and I'll show you what I've been up to. So let's go. Okay, let's start the tour. So I've moved the Dysons around, so now we start. That one just fits there. We've got the Arctic Blue DC01. We've got the Distill DC01. Then we got the Distill DC04. That DC04, which is the Absolute. Then we move on to the 07s. And the yellow one. And the red one. And the blue one, which I've got a replacement sole plate for it from George. Thank you, George. I'll put that on. And then we've got the 33, and that one is the 14. I need to swap them around. They're in the wrong order. So I got those there. These are what I'll explain all about these now in a minute. I've got these two. I got these to open. These are tools for something. I can't remember what on earth they were for now. And oh yeah, that's a heavy-duty vacuum bag. I need to use that on one. So what I've done now is moved all the Pure Powers to the front. So these are all completed, and these are all the Pure Powers. Actually, I think there's one more upstairs. These are the ones I'm immediately going to be working on. That one there, that meal, that's complete. That was our conversion with George. Those two are completed as well. They just need a clean up. That's that little Henry that I refurbed. Now we're going to move on to all of these machines are the ones that I have to work on. So there's quite a pile there. Going from this, which is the old Hoover Senior. I need to get a bag for that. See if I can find an original-ish type of bag. And then that one's almost done, but I've got a new hose for that one because Sam and I put a new hose on it. But I've got a replacement one for that, which is better. And the Dysons, and there's that Hoover there. Actually, that one from Sam, that is done, but I haven't done a video on it yet. So the majority of these need refurbing. Some of them are spare parts, like that yellow Electrolux over there. And then the Pure Powers as well, they need to be fully refurbed as well. So now, what I have done is finally finished the Kirby wall. I've now got LED floodlights up the top there, shining down onto the Kirby wall, which has now got its stickers on it, and then all the Kirby's there. Some of them I need to refurb, but the ones at the top are all done, so they look fantastic. Absolutely love it. All the hoses are on there, so I have to put the hoses there. Now I've also got a ring light. So that's really cool. So there's a stand there, so this gives better light. I can adjust from white light to more warm light, and I can also adjust the brightness as well, so that's really good. So I got some bright lights. I'll turn that on. There we go. So yes, and then the normal studio lights there, my fan and the compressor. So that's basically now the inside pretty much sorted. And these are all the machines I have to work on, never mind demoing them as well, plus the Kirby's need refurbing as well. So it's really nice now that the Kirby's are illuminated by the LED lights, because you can see them properly, and we can do some videos in front of them as well, which will be really nice. So this is my pledge allegiance to the Kirby's from the United States of America wall, which I'm very proud of. Right, now let's go upstairs and let's have a look in the Hoover room. Okay, so we now enter the Hoover room, and this has been sorted out. So you've seen that side before. But today I put up the shelf. So that lovely big strong shelf is up. So we have Electroluxes on this side, moving around to Hoovers on this side. So we'll start off with the Hoover Senior that I got, the first one that I refurbed. Then we move along to the Junior selection. I need to put them in order of date, but I'll do that when I've got someone up that can help me. And we'll put these into order of date. Moving on. We're into the 80s, 90s, 70s, 80s, and then I got the two Electroluxes then on the wall, the 170 and the 160. Got the cylinders there on the wall, on that shelf. I've still got another one to go on there, which needs to be refurbed. That's an Electrolux one, so that looks nice now. Kirby tools, I got some Kirby tool sets on the wall because they're always handy. And then we move along then to the Electroluxes. So we've got the majority of the 500 series here. Now that has been like that for absolutely ages, and I've had the cover for it, so I will do that very soon and make a video of it. All of these Electroluxes need to be, even though I've cleaned them out, at the time I didn't know how to work on the motors, so my next job on these will be to work on the motors and giving them a bit of lubrication and a bit of oiling, but a little bit of a polish, but they look fine. Especially this one, this twin turbo, I really want to get that up and running, fully polished, and the motor on that is dry as buggery. It definitely needs working on it. These ones, now some of them I have, well that's a contour that I have there. I kept one of the contours. This is the second generation of the contour because it has the handle release button on it, which is fantastic, because the one without it, you will see like my Dirt Devil. And then I got the latest of my Electrolux, which is that one, the Professional, which I absolutely love. I think it's brilliant. So yes, that's pretty much it, and I got all the tools then, they're all on the back of the door there. So yes, so I've got a good organisation in here, and there's plenty of room. The Miele's in the middle because that needs to go upstairs. So this is the room where I'm going to be keeping the majority of the vintage ones, Hoover and Electrolux. I'll keep the Faki there because that's a vintage one as well, but there will be room for that one in a while. But yeah, so I'm really pleased. This looks really good now. It looks really, really organised. You can walk in, there's plenty of room for demoing. Yeah, I'm really chuffed. Right, okay, so let's get back down to the studio. Okay, so there you go. You've had a bit of a tour of what I've been doing and what's coming up, plus lots of other things as well. So there's a lot of content. I will get around to all of your requests eventually, but it's just getting through one thing at a time and working on it. And eventually you will have your request granted. Eventually. Okay, so I have here a load of Dyson Parts. Now, when Sam was up, I have a subscriber by the name of Lewis. Lewis actually lives in the same town that I live in. So Lewis came over and spent an afternoon with myself and Sam. He sat in the back of one of the videos, and Lewis gratefully brought all of these spare bits for me that he had hanging around that he had no use for. So I promised that I would go through all the items that he gave to me, and to say a big thank you to Lewis for this and for meeting you, and it was fantastic, and I hope to meet you again soon. That'd be really nice, because you live in the same town, so it's not too far. So anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to reposition the camera, and we're going to have a look at all the Dyson parts that Lewis gave to me. Now, you will have to forgive me because I genuinely don't know the name of all of these parts, so I will muddle through, and you will be shouting at the screen and saying, oh, that is a blah blah blah. So anyway, let's move on to the main item we have here, which is the chassis, the main spine and chassis of a DC-01, I think it is. I'm not entirely sure, but there is one thing I'm going to be taking off this that I do need. I can't remember if I did buy it or not. If I have it, I'll have to have a look. I can't get that on now, hang on. There we go. The wheels. I do need a set of wheels for my DC-01. This one is actually, let's have a look, there's a serial number here. So this is serial number 960A096910. I can't work out what it is. It's got a date on it, 1998. The 2nd or the 12th, 1998. So that's a lovely clear date on it. And I'm wondering if this was made in the UK, simply because it doesn't say anything about... oh, yeah, it's a DC-04. So this is, it's the model DC-04 for 1200 watts. Made in England. So I'm not sure, but there's no made in Malaysia on it. So this possibly could be made in the UK. Here on the side here we have all its engineering design awards and museums where you find these. So this is one part. Basically, I think it's a whole one of this, because that is where the motor sits. So the motor will sit there, and then the filter goes there. Here we have the DC-04 complete bin. Now, I don't know why there is a plaster covering the release valve, because that is quite important, so I'm going to take that off. Now, we did use this, we did put this on one of the other DC-04s, and it does work. But that's going to be a spare bit. No loss of suction, even though it's completely can get blocked. That's, well, anyway, don't get me started. Right, we have a thing here. I think that might be for a filter. Now, this is for a... let's see if there's a thing on it. This is for a what you call Dyson, the canister one. Which one, I don't know, but we might come across the part to find out. Here we have a filter. It's pretty much clean, just a tiny little bit of dust on it. Here we have part of the motor cover. This is for the DC-04, because the fading matches. Now this here, I was thinking this has got a tapered hose on it, so it's for whatever this bit is. But yeah, that's. I think we could kind of like piece it together. I think like a kind of a jigsaw. Here we have the hose for the DC-04. We have a sole plate for the DC04 as well, and all the little wheels work on it, so that's good. Here we are. Here we go. It is DC08. So this is for the Dyson DC08. So this part here, if I put it together like so, you will see that is for a DC08. So we basically have a DC08 body here, bits of it. We have its wheels. We have a floor head, which I'm going to clean up and use, because that will fit other vacuums as well, so I can use that on there. So that's quite a good floor head, so I'll use that floor head. There we have the front for the DC04, so with the tube. We have got the bin here for the DC08. So that's the bin for the DC08. And then we got the filter cover. We have the front. We have a motor cover. We have some filters. We have some tools, which I will keep in my Dyson toolbox. There we go. And we have a clutch cover. Now this is really nice. I like this a lot. That's the wand for it. Needs a bit of a clean. Another piece of the DC thingy. 04. We have another tool. We have a belt, so we keep that. Tools in there, belts in there. We have a seal. We have a clutch, but it's broken. That end is broken there, the knobby bit. We have that. We have another filter here. And we have another tool. And we have a brush roll. It's missing an end cap, but we have another tool as well. So pop that in my tools box. And there we go. So here we have the bits here of 2 Hool vacuums that were very appreciately given to me by Lewis. So there's lots of bits here. I'm going to the filters, and for example these sponge filters I'm going to keep separate in the floor head. The rest I'm going to keep in this bucket, this container, this plastic container I have here, and that'll be kept somewhere here. So if anybody does see something, they're looking for a part, please let me know, and we can organise sending that out for you. If there's anything here that interests you, then please do let me know, and I can send it to you for free. Now, what I'm going to do is put all these bits back into the bucket. I'm going to take out some of the bits that I do want beforehand, like these 2 filters, for example. I'm going to take these out. Got everything back into the container, and I'll come back to you. Okay, my little whippersnappers, that's today's video over and done with. I'd like to say a great big thank you to Lewis for giving me all these parts for the Dysons, and I hope you enjoyed yourself when you were here with me and Sam. It was really nice to meet you. Thank you very, very much. I'd also like to say a big hello as well to Jeremiah Johnston over in the States. Hey Jeremiah, how are you? I'd also like to say a big hello to Wizard. Hello Wizard, I've spoke to you for ages, my friend. I hope you're very well. You got some videos on that I need to catch up on, so I will do that. And everybody else that knows me, really. I speak to a lot of people, to Noel, to Derek, to Rob, to Sam, to Daniel, everybody, Steve, Alex Raw, everybody. So yeah, big hello to everybody. Big hello to you guys. So that is today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed a little back scene, a little bit of a look at what I've been up to today. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe below. Hit the bell notification to let you know when I got a new video coming out. And I will stop waffling, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye y'all.